Welcome back to Dishonored, the Knife of Dunwall. So we were in the office section of the factory, and let's just sneak over this way. Guard down there, and there should be another one here somewhere. Yep. Yeah, you just stand there. Stand there. And then over here. Gone they are. Not going under the table. There's some ore and some copper wire. Some more copper wire. Up there, it would appear that there is a grenade. Well, that's always useful. We've already been in here. Some Tivian ore and some bolts and a pouch. Copper wire, and down there is a guard. There we go. Nope. They don't seem to be. There's a bit more of copper wire. I think that's bullets, but yeah, it's bullets, so we don't need that. Well, that sounds lovely. We need the key to that door, but that key is on the inside, so we need to go in slightly alternative route, like so.
You were working for Ramsey. How long? How much does he know by now?
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first of his moles I've caught.
So we found Abigail Ames. I think we need to talk to her, but yeah.
I trusted you. Extra elixir rations, bags of coin as bonuses. But you're about to see that my generosity is counterbalanced by a very inhumane side.
Mr. Rothwild, Bundry.
Don't call me that. That privilege is lost to you.
You don't know Ramsey. When he comes for me, he'll kill you. He'll gut you like the street filth you are, and feed you to the rats.
Ah, now it comes out. No one is coming. I've broken your strike, and my butchers are the finest fighters in Dunwall. Miss Ames, you're about to find out a few things I learned when I was a gaffer. I can do things that don't even hurt at first. This conversation is going to last a long, long time.
What a pleasant fellow. Now, can I get him to move
Going to fight me.
out of her vision?
To be fun.
So, poof. She didn't see me.
Well, Daud, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Daud. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. And then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught. And that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and... boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Don't try and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
Sounds good. Injury report code. 5 injuries have been reported over the span of 1 week, resulting in 2 fatalities. And this is a safe code, so 512. Then there is an interrogation report. Rothwild, the interrogation chair is set up in the meat locker and fully powered. We have run some test runs on a few of the most problematic laborers. They spill all of their secrets very quickly. They seem to die easily after about 4 treatments. She's ready for you whenever you need her. Granville, Butcher Foreman. There's a shipment manifest. Captain Withers, all of the cargo destined for Samara in Tivia has been approved. Please delay loading until just before departure. There is a special delivery that was to be prepared by Foreman Ames, but she has been detained at the moment, so that particular shipment is suspended for now. If the special package has not been prepared by sundown, you may depart on schedule and other arrangements will be made. Remember, only our approved list of crewmen are allowed to handle this delicate cargo. Marine Clerk Wilhelmina Boward. There's a pouch and an audiograph.
Fleet report for the month of Nets. The Dauntless sailed north 10 days to no result. Word is she restocked in Driscoll to pursue a large pod east of Morley. The Delilah is coming back fully loaded. No reports of lights or singing. Another sign the barristers lost it. The Huntress is in dry dock after a nighttime ramming off Pandyssia. Engineers looked at the damage. They say it wasn't a whale. Whatever it was a very odd-looking one.
It's probably just a minor kraken visiting. I wouldn't worry about it. There's a book about factory management. If you want to read that, you can just pause the game. There we go. And we have the office itself. Ames negotiations. Mr. Rothwild, my research on Abigail Ames has turned up nothing. She has no close kin that we can leverage, and it looks like the plague took out her sister and mother. Her father died on a whaling ship of your predecessor about 10 years ago. As far as blackmail goes, she's got no secrets I could uncover. Devout as an overseer, it seems. Not surprising, since she's rejected every blackmail offer to come her way. I don't think she's making a power play. She seems to legitimately have the best interest of the laborers in mind. As I interview the workers, it seems she really has them in her thrall. They'll do whatever she says, and their belief in her is absolute. If something happens to her, as in like an accident or something, I expect that they'll riot. I'll keep searching for an angle on her, but in the meantime I advise leaving her intact. It might be worth even considering some of her reforms. I know that doesn't suit you, but at least it would buy some time and get the workers back in here. The butchers lack the finer skills to keep this place operational. Your servant, G.
What a sad song the old behemoth sings. It looks right at me when I sit here to have my nightcap. Yeah, look at me. A fly next to you, but I'm your master, ain't I? Killed 100 of your kind, and I'll kill 1,000 more before I'm done. Drain you, then feed you to my butchers. The mournful cries of the whales don't touch that lot. No, sir. They don't have hearts, I think. But by the outsider, I think I still have a small one. Shriveled and blackened as it may be. Yes, sing me a lullaby while I have another drink. Sing.
He's not a very nice person. Bone charm. Save quickly. And blink over there. Then back up there. Gently shoot him. No, let's just wait until he comes closer. Much better. Tivian ore. Health elixir. How to harvest whale oil. In earlier years, the methods used to reclaim whale oil from blubber were both inefficient and dangerous. The original technique required the raw blubber to be sealed in pressurized cookers, which forced the volatile fluid out of the tissues and into collection tanks. The refined oil was then cooled rapidly while the pressure was reduced, and if the synchronization of these processes was not perfect, it was possible for the oil to release all of its energy in a devastating explosion. This is believed to be the cause of the historic Fullerton whalehouse explosion that cost over 150 lives. Modern industrial trends have reduced the dangers of collection while increasing the output from each creature. Greaves Refinery made the first steps in live collection, aided by research from the Academy of Natural Philosophy. In the wake of the plague, Greaves has suspended operations, and this process is now applied at the Rothwild slaughterhouse. No longer is the whale blubber removed and harvested, but instead the very mechanism that creates the oil inside the whale is stimulated, and the resulting oil is drained away and stored. This results in a more stable raw oil that is easier to refine, with more tanks harvested from a single whale. Looks quite grisly though. let's wait with the valves, as that will set off an alarm for the entire factory. What we will do is put that poor creature out of his misery. Get the rune. Anton, this thing was found in the belly of catch number 184 when we were processing it. I've seen plenty of weird things in a whale scut, but never one of these. Must have consumed it in the deep, and I think it's been in there quite a while. Don't ask me how I can tell. If you have any ideas on what this may be, please inform me. One of these was recovered back in the month of Wind, but I haven't seen it or the man that found it since then. BR. Another one of these. Put it in here. And you have the electrocuting a whale. I've set up this device to stimulate the whale's nervous system with the intention that doing so will prolong oil secretions and squeeze more of the precious fluid from each catch. Unfortunately, this device can lead to the instant death of the beast if too much power is used. Filling both tanks, what we just did, and activating the device extinguishes all life function in an instant. A painless and quick experience for the whale, but at the loss of the additional revenue that can be generated by sustaining it as long as possible. Anton Sokolov. To grab the eye. We need that for the Granny Rags recipe. Then we can turn on the whale oil flow. And that would have alerted the guards, I believe. This is valve number... Turn on the objective markers. They are on, so what I need to do then is go into the journal and turn on objective markers. Number 4, number 2, and this will do number 3. I think I forgot to pick up the key to the upper store though. Do that. A book down here. Bundry Rothwild the Opportunist. Excerpt from an investigator's report. Young Rothwild was never convicted for any of the killings. In all cases, the courts ruled that he had acted in self-defense or in the defense of his property. Not that his property was substantial, the Rothwilds were not a family of means and depended heavily on the charity of the Abbey of the Everyman. The senior Rothwild went down with the whaling ship Huntress when Bundry was only 10 years old. His mother Ruth was lost the following year to an industrial accident in the bottle-making factory where she worked. Rothwild became the sole guardian for his younger brother and managed to support them both by hanging around the harbour doing odd jobs for whalers who had known his father or others on the Huntress. By then, Bundry Rothwild was already familiar with the club and the knife, and was no stranger to odd occurrences. The things went from bad to worse for Rothwild when, on his 13th birthday, his younger sibling was taken by the overseers. Allegedly, the boy failed the successive trials and did not return home, and Rothwild lacked the funds to pay an investigator, and no subsequent hint of his brother's fate has ever been learned. This latest tragedy to befall Bundry Rothwild instilled him in a view that the world itself was malevolent and hungry for life, especially innocent life. After a time of black mourning, he approached the whaling ship Cutter and began learning the trade from the crew. Rothwild took to whaling with great success. At sea, he hunted the beast with a single-minded purpose and would take extraordinary risks in locating and harpooning his prey. Among the crew, those men he could not beat senseless, he outwitted. In short order, he petitioned the maritime barrister Arnold Timsh to grant young Rothwild a whaling license, paying the significant fees himself rather than relying on a sponsor for the funds. The rapid ascent of Bundry Rothwild had begun. Interesting. Key. Whale oil flow valve 2 seems to be in the other factory area. No idea if the guards have respawned. Apparently not yet. Let's turn this one on. Started an alarm. So we seem to be good as far as guards here is concerned. Can I get up there? Can get up here. I do hear guards. Okay, so there's one down there. Let's get up there. Then we can jump in behind him. Take him out. Turn this valve. Save the game. Save the game, take him out. Then we have valve number 4. Return to Abigail Ames.
It's done. Time is short. Now, about the Delilah.
You're sailing in murky waters, assassin. Now, they say that ship was sold to Rothwild cheap by one of his business partners, a barrister Arnold Timsh. They plan to sell a portion of the whale oil on the black market, instead of giving it to the Lord Regent. Treason. Would that be why you're here?
My reasons are my own. The black market doesn't concern me.
Interesting. Because that's only half the story. Arnold Timsh sold that ship to Rothwild because he was afraid of its namesake. Timps fell in love with a painter named Delilah. It was the scandal of the season. That shrunken old lecher acting like a giddy schoolboy over and over. A former servant girl from Dunwall Tower.
Let me guess. It didn't end well.
It never does. But there's a mystery to this one. Something happened that frightened him very much. He dropped her overnight and sold the ship for a quarter of what it's worth. And Barrister Timps is not a man who scares easy. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask him yourself. But I very much doubt he'll tell you.
I guess we're done here.
Thank
I'll
you.
meet you outside.
Sounds good. Oh, come on. Main exit, roof exit. Can exit through the maintenance. Oh, there's two though. Well, maybe not these ones, but... Okay. Okay. Arc mine. There are men over there and we can't allow them to find us, so let's pick up the Tivium ore. Then let's put down the arc here. And then up there. Save. Head. I do hear you. Save and why didn't he just disappear? Maybe because he's aware.
Where do you go?
What does this thing say? It says that unaware enemies who don't see you turn to ash. So he's aware. That's not a big problem though. Be as aware as you want, he's no longer with us. Here. Then up here. And we'll exit through this door.
Run! It's the witch's curse!
Stupid! The pipes are all blown! Just get out!
We should have paid!
Should have paid, huh? So they clearly believe that there is some curse on this thing. Is it safe for me to go up there? Yeah, we haven't been spotted as of yet.
Back pressure in the pipes is well past safe levels. All employees must leave the grounds immediately.
There's a code behind here. 524. There's also a guard down there.
We've been stupid.
Yep. Save. Jump down. Take out.
This is your last warning. If you are anywhere in the vicinity of Rothwild slaughterhouse, get out.
I do wonder where that other guard went off to. Let's go up here.
It's never going to forgive this. The oil must be gone.
Gather for whiskey and cigars tonight?
Indeed, I believe so.
Over there. And link up there. Save. Link down. Take him out. Link back up. Got it there. Probably was the same guy that was down here in the first place. Bar. Okay, let's take him out like that. It's gone. Nobody's down there. There's a safe in here that we need to collect. 5, 2, 4. Small scale explosive refinement, a time card, darts and an ingot. Perfect. Go back up here. Put the eye in the pot.
Run if you value your lives at all. Run.
So do I have any rewiring tools? Not according to this. Because it would be useful to rewire that. Does it even have a rewire function? Does. In there. 4 overseers in there? No, 3. Save. Take him out. Mech. Would have been useful to have a rewire tool here. I do though. Game.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrine?
Take out that guy.
When I find you, it's going to be bad. Alarm! Ransom, damn you! I know you're here. I know you're here somewhere, scum. Where are you?
Okay, let's throw a small present.
Got hands, not be
Meh.
restless. Reveal yourself.
Take him out because I need the
We both know you're
weaker
wicked hard.
body. Better. Guard over there.
Run. If you value your lives
Meh.
at all, run.
Sure. There is still a guard over there who doesn't seem to be all that phased about the fact that two of his comrades just blew up.
Damn it! Someone's down.
Oh, so many grenades.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
I am. That's absolutely
Find
correct.
you, it's going to be bad.
Okay, there we go. Oh, he had a grenade. How handy. Sneaky, sneaky. Hold on, next there is, but we need this Reaper corpse. And we need to get up there. Talk to Billy.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
That doesn't really worry me though.
Run. If you value your lives at all, run.
Down there. Oh, now there's a new guard down there. Oh well. Pop this guy here and get the final... No, there is another room that I've forgotten to pick up. Darn it. Okay, let's just put that guy to sleep then. Here. My room is up there. Drop down there. Get here.
Run if you value your lives and all. Run.
Pick up the rune. I think that should be it for the area. I think we're pretty much in the clear as well. Let's get up on that one, or maybe not. And then up to Billy Lurk, and should be done.
Is anything bothering you, Daud? I've seen you kill a man without ruffling his hair. You took out the whole neighborhood. Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Tali if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
Sounds good to me. Let's leave.
Let's go.
Here we go. 46 hostiles killed, 1 civilian, 2 alarms rung, 8 dead or unconscious bodies found. High chaos, ghost never detected. We got quite a few of the special actions, and we found all the runes and all the bone charms, and quite a bit of the coin as well. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.